this one as we begin the third quarter. Return starts at the 9. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Had to be a missed assignment somewhere on that play, and the QB capitalizes with an excellent gain. There's got to be an adjustment made, so even when the QB keeps it himself on the read option, that gain is minimized.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Broke through the tackle. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Looking to the air here. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. Running back sent in motion. Cut near the goal line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Washington now to return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Here comes their offense out again. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3. Connects on the crosser. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Blown back gets the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a 3-yard pickup. That's going to leave him facing 3rd and 10. They've got a man in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Another carry for him. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Now 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35.
The Browns take over.
The Browns headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 37. Short pass brought in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
From the gun on 3rd down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Steelers will take over deep on their own side. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to work his way up to the 19. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They send the tight end in motion. Back to the well again. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They'll run here following the penalty. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Looks like a 9-yard gain, and they'll now have a much shorter 3rd and 5 coming up.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Putting a receiver in motion. 3rd down from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. New series coming up following the punt. And it'll be their football. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's a give up the middle. He breaks the tackle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll try and throw it here. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. So we're through 3 here. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Second and 3 now. Setting up a throw. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Second and 13. He's got it over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy checkers.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. They give it to him again. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. First down, and they go right back to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Steelers first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Going to the ground again on first. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Finds his back complete. And they make the tackle at the 38.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Browns have some new life in the fourth.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Their offense running back out now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So 2nd down coming up. Washington, the motion man here. 2nd and 10 now. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Receiver in motion, going left. 3rd and long for him here. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So that brings up 4th and long. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And that is how you pin a team deep. That hits and careens out of bounds at the 3. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Plowing up the middle. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to be taken down after a decent gain to the 8. It's a gain of 5. That brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's going to throw this one. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets this across the 10 before stepping out. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Back-to-back carries here. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
run here from the gun. Dukes out a one-stop. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running it now out of the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. He's got a man left. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. To throw it on first down. Hits his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back, I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours. Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Slot man in motion right. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Throw on third down. Flush down out to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Working inside the red zone. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Browns have some new life in the 4th. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
Now this offense ready to head back out. Ball at the 33 for first down. Airing it out to start this drive. It is cut left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense up to the line fast. From the 42. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Simple dive up the middle. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Steelers set to punt it. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today.
The Browns take over first.
This offense getting all set for this series. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Complete out to the right side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. To the air now on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now this offense getting set to work here. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw now. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. After the sack, another pass on second down. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Desperation time here on fourth. He's got, and they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
He's down to a knee, and the Steelers getting ready to celebrate this victory.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.